The key piece of advice I would give to any golfer whenever they get themselves in any penalty area or hazard area or troubled area is take your punishment, make sure it only costs you one shot. And that particularly applies to golfers that have found themselves in fairway bunkers. Now, generally speaking, unless you're playing a links course, you might find the fairway bunkers are a little bit shallower. They're not quite so deep as a greenside bunker, and sometimes they don't have the big lip in front of them. And that can tempt the golfer, can't it? That can tempt the golfer into thinking, well, I've got a long way to go from this fairway bunker. There's no leading edge in front of me. Therefore, I want to hit the club I would hit if I was on the fairway. Now, consider that you're in a fairway bunker, maybe 210 yards from the green. Now, if you're on the grass 210 yards from the green, you might think that the fairway wood is going to be the option. Sweep it off the top of that turf, knock it onto the green. Job is a good one. Having said that, if you're in the fairway bunker, I would consider that you need to be a little bit more careful about your club choice. We know that if we're in a penalty area, the hazard area, the bunker, that, like I say, we've got to take our punishment. We've got to make sure that, yes, we're in this bad area. Let's make sure we don't compound the issue and leave it in the bad area. The problem comes because we take a club that doesn't have a great deal of loft on it, so it's not designed to help us get out of this hazard. And then if we try and change our swing to encourage it out of the hazard, we can really struggle. The classic situation in a fairway bunker is the golfer has a temptation to want to help the ball out. So they lean back, get the body weight on the back leg and scoop their arms underneath the ball, trying to help it up and over the lip of the bunker, trying to get it out. Unfortunately, when you do that, chances are you'll get a really poor contact, hitting the ground behind the golf ball and not clearing that leading edge. The better option, I think, would be to take plenty of loft. So put the 3-wood back in the bag, take a much more lofted club, possibly something like an 8-iron. Even if you're 210 yards away, take the 8-iron out the bag. Play that ball more central in the stance. That will then encourage you that you can deliver some shaft lean, you can hit the ball, take the sand afterwards, hitting it lower. Now, it probably isn't going to go the 210 yards you want to get it on the green, but you can almost guarantee that it's going to get out of the bunker. It's going to go minimum 100 yards, and from there you can then knock a wedge onto the green. And that's the classic example of you've taken your punishment. You know the tee shot was bad, it's got you in a fairway bunker. You get out with your next shot, you knock your next one onto the green, and you try and salvage your bogey that way, rather than trying to be too brave with a 3-wood or a fairway wood from a fairway bunker, scooping it, therefore getting bad contact, potentially leaving it in the bunker, or not getting a good contact, so therefore it doesn't go very far anyway. So consider that using loft in these tough situations is your friend. Put the club head back, put the head cover back in the bag, use a mid lofted iron, get the ball out the fairway bunker, take your punishment when you're in those penalty areas.